Hello and welcome. My name is Ferger and I'll be your host for today's video. The topic, giraffes. I spent a few hours doing research on these utterly fascinating creatures, mainly due to a friend of mine whose favorite animal is the giraffe, sparking interest. And it has been very interesting, to say the least. I also wanted to honor my friend by making this my very first voiced video, and allowing her to be part of my growth, both personally and professionally. Shout out to Maddie, and thank you for the inspiration. Now, let's get started. Giraffes are quite strange. They have pale fur with brown marks all over their bodies, two weird little tufts at the top of their heads, black tongues, feet similar to a camel, and they are very, very tall. But why do they look so strange? What role could these body parts possibly play on such a creature? Well, let's dig into that. First, let's go over the strange pattern all over their bodies. No two patterns on a giraffe is alike, just like a human fingerprint. And you'd be surprised, but those dark spots in the light tan fur are actually perfect for blending in with their environment. It mimics the dappled and dotted lighting of the savanna, and makes them harder for predators to spot. Even the adult giraffes, who mainly rely on their keen eyesight, height, and strength, are masters of blending into the foliage around them. Speaking of strength, adult male giraffes can be about 1,800 pounds and about 16 to 18 feet tall. Female adult giraffes are about 1,200 pounds and 14 to 16 feet tall. An adult giraffe can also run 37 miles per hour. All those muscles, when used in a kick, is up to 2,000 psi, pounds per square inch. The average lion's bite equals to about 650 to 1,000 psi. It takes 1,700 psi to break a human femur. Giraffes also have something called ossetones at the top of their head. When the giraffe is born, the ossetones are only made of fat and skin, but around sexual maturity it begins to harden into bone. The ossetones work as a helmet for the giraffe when they are fighting for territory, dominance, mates, etc. Now, giraffes usually reside in sub-Saharan parts of Africa, which includes countries like Nigeria, South Africa, Liberia, Uganda, and so much more. Over 40 countries. Giraffes have a habit of hanging in the savanna, grassland, and woodland areas around the sub-Saharan. These tall creatures also tend to enjoy eating the leaves, flowers, and fruits of the acacia trees, but that isn't the only part of their diet. They also like to eat off mimosa trees, combretum plants, terminalia trees, wild apricot trees, and pretty much whatever plants they can eat. The mouth of a giraffe is made to help it reach and eat its food, but the giraffe's food is normally in very spiky trees. If a human tried to dive in, they'd likely find a hard time in quite a painful way, but the tongue of a giraffe is very long, up to 12 inches. Not only that, but their lips are rough and calloused, and the inside of their mouth is tough and leathery. But what if they accidentally swallow a thorn? Well, they actually don't have to worry about that either. The saliva of a giraffe is very thick and sticky, and it coats the thorn, making the thorn harmless as it passes through their body. Now, I'd like to talk about the almost impressively quick development of these 6-foot calves after they're born. As soon as they leave the womb, they can already see and hear. They are able to stand within 30 minutes, and they can walk within an hour. They sexually mature around 3 to 4 years after birth, and in the wild, they have a lifespan of about 25 years. However, in captivity, they tend to live a bit longer. The oldest giraffe from captivity was around 36 years old before it died. Giraffes are very captivating animals. With their interesting fur patterns, strange mouths, and impressive strength, it's hard to dismiss them. Do you like giraffes? Feel free to comment about something you'd like me to explore next. Have a good day, and thank you. Hello, my name is Varger. I forgot the rest of the script, and therefore I have to read because I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, goodbye! Giraffes.